Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here on this Friday morning. Our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Institute at 767-5500. Remind see them right at Baldwin Road and Highway 77. We got some rain coming in today. Right now, we're talking about just a little bit of rain. Really, most of it's out in the Gulf, south of us, and we'll have a little bit west of us. But we're looking at a pretty good chance of rain today. But tomorrow, now they're really calling for some really strong weather coming through, some around noon, and then later on, 6s or 7ish. So just stay tuned to your weather chart. If you have a radar available, keep looking at it. But we are scheduled for some really strong weather tomorrow, severe weather. Temperature right now is 63 here, 61 in Mariana, and 67 in Apalachicola, and 64 up in Bonifay. High today be 73, low tonight 62. Weather is very mild for this time of the year. The water temperature went up 1 degree to 60 degrees. All right, take a look at our boating forecast. The wind's coming out of northeast at 1 to 3. Not a bad day today and not bad tides, but we're looking at tomorrow now. You may not want to get out on the water tomorrow. Take a look at our river readings. The Apalachicola Bluntstown had a steady drop this week. Now it's about level off. It's at 1.3 today. It looks that way tomorrow. But take a look at the Choctawhatchee. We're going to get a rapid rise in the Choctawhatchee River. This morning it's reading right at 3 foot, but we're looking at by Saturday and Sunday it's going to be getting up to, it's going to double that, getting up close to 7 foot on the Choctawhatchee River at Ebro. I'd like to give every Friday morning, I'd give a nod to all our friends down in Carabel at Sea Quarters Marina, one of our really good loyal sponsors. Appreciate their sponsorship. Beautiful place down in Carabel, one of the real Florida destinations, Sea Quarters Marina. Okay, the big deal, a low tide now, like I say, 4:01 a.m. We got low tide. We're just getting out of low tide, coming in all day. It's going to be high tide at 5:50. It's got a 1.2 range, so we have a really good tide today. Not bad wind, so if you got a chance to get out today, it'd be a good time to get out on the lakes, rivers, or bays. The rain's not going to be too bad today. We might have a little bit of rain, but won't have a lot of wind. Okay, let's take our first break, and we'll be right back.
Panama City living is simply better without glasses. The Eye Center of North Florida offers the most advanced cataract surgery using lifestyle lens implants, which allow you to see all distances glasses-free. Our surgeons perform this quick and painless procedure at our accredited surgery center. When it comes to your vision, trust your local experts in surgical eye care. The Eye Center of North Florida.
9 doctors, 1 vision, yours.
Come join the Panhandle Outdoors team. Beat the rush and stock up on our team shirts and hats in a wide variety of colors and sizes. For your convenience, we offer a Panhandle Outdoors shop at panhandleoutdoors.net. Simply visit our website and click shop. Be a member of the Panhandle Outdoors team, Florida's only live daily outdoor show.
Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC is Panama City's exclusive full-line dealership. Built on a 45-year foundation of trust and total customer satisfaction in all departments, including our huge pre-owned department, where we'll pay top dollar for your current automobile as a trade-in, or we'll place your vehicle on our lot and help you sell it. At Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. 4 decades, 3 generations, 1 tradition.
We are so lucky to live in North Florida. We have some of the best fresh and saltwater fishing in the world. My biggest problem is not catching fish, but trying to decide what kind of fish I want to catch. No matter what I'm after, I always stop at Sunjammers Water Sports first. They have just what I need: rods and reels, line, tackle, and most important, live bait. Yes, sir, we sure are lucky.
Welcome back. Glad you're with us this morning. Be careful on the road. It's not real foggy, but we have had a little bit of rain, especially over in our western viewing area. Now, we got a lot of pictures sent in, and it's really, I really enjoy showing this. It's been a good week in the Panhandle. We'll start off with, but before I get started on the pictures, I want to say good morning to Linda and Fred Hill. Local folks live up on Count Flowers Road. Ran into them yesterday, had a good talk, and loyal viewers of Panhandle Outdoors. Appreciate y'all watching, and good talking to you yesterday. Now, let's take a look at this nice buck. Wilbur Miller right here with his grandson. I'm going to show Wilbur is a retired state trooper there, lives in Lynn Haven, been there a good while, used to have middle fencing, and is an excellent outdoorsman. I fished with Wilbur before. He's a good fisherman, and obviously he's a really good hunter. Here's a close-up. This is a nice buck Wilbur took, folks. Look at that buck. That is really nice. I'm going to, he was able to, there's a picture of it out in the woods, and then he had to show his grandson, but I want to show you. Well, after this is what you do now. This goes back to the old school. You take a good picture of it out in the woods, and you go show your family and all. Then you take it downtown and show the folks in town. This is what we used to do. He got it here at Lynn Haven Shopping Center. This is a good picture, Wilbur. Look at the size of those horns. This is a local buck now. This is a good job, Wilbur. Okay, now let's go. Cameras have just done an outstanding job about bringing us good pictures of deer at night, and it's a fascinating hobby. People are just really getting into the cameras over the past few years, and y'all are really good about sending them in. Look at this one. This is up Highway 20 and 231, not too far from here. This is Ralph Beatty with a nice buck, and this buck's still around. Good job, Ralph. Appreciate you sending that picture right there. Okay. Fishing, we haven't talked a lot about offshore fishing, but folks are still going offshore fishing, and you may not be able to keep a lot of the fish, but it's still a lot of fun, especially on these days where the wind's not bad, just getting out there catching a lot of these fish. And we've talked over and over again about the red snapper being so plentiful. Well, Dale Paramore sent this picture in of her son. Check this out. This is Mark. He caught this on a ruby lip about 5 miles. That's all, folks. 5 miles offshore. It was over 20 pounds he caught and released. That's a huge red snapper. Mark Paramore. Thank you, Deb, for sending that picture there. All right, let's show one more set. We got a lot of things happening here in Panhandle. I got a call. I planned to go fishing with Bill Allen Wednesday, but my granddaughter Whitney had the opportunity to sing the national anthem at the Gulf Coast basketball game, so you know what decision I made. So Bill went by himself, which I'm glad he did, but he had a good afternoon. Went right after lunch Wednesday in West Bay. He caught a 22-inch trout, caught a 4 pound redfish, caught like 9 redfish, and here's a picture of trout. This was a nice trout. He was by himself, so he had to take pictures holding out with his arm. I know the feeling sometimes with my camera. This is about a 22-inch trout he caught right here. He caught it and released it just as soon as he took that picture there. But had a good, I want to fish a couple hours, caught like 9 redfish and 3 or 4 trout in just a couple of hours Wednesday right there about in the middle of the day. Okay, now I'm going to set up this video. This is a short video. I'm going to tell you the story behind it. I've been wanting to show it. This is on our hunting trip up to Alabama about 2 weeks ago. You saw the 8-pointer guide. I showed that video, but we also had another video. I've been wanting to show it, but I've had so much stuff to do on the show, I haven't had time to sort of relax and just show it to you. There's 1 minute and 6 seconds. This is of a coyote, and Tim Jennings, my good buddy, what we did, I got that deer, that 8-point on Saturday morning in 10 minutes. I know I'll tell you that story. But the next day, Tim just went to the same tree stand just with a camera, and was just filming, hoping to, just get some good video. Well, he did. Here's what's happening. You're going to look at you're going to look closer to see this. There's a rye patch right out in front of the stand, and right at the top of that rye patch, a little bit to your left, is an old logging road, and you'll see a coyote walking across there. But right before Tim got the camera up and started running, right before the camera came on, a young doe had walked across that same area. So this coyote was trailing this doe, and you can see the coyote, and then they'll go off and they'll go down into the bottom. There's a bottom back behind that rye patch, and you'll start hearing, and that's what I want you to pay attention to, the howling of these coyotes. It's a pack of coyotes that's actually tracking this young doe, and it's really great work. This is unstaged. There's not a big production crew. This has really happened. So take a look at it. It's going to be real short, about 1 minute. Okay, Tim, let's roll this video.
I hope you can hear this pack of coyotes, boy. They're really making a lot of noise back there. And I don't know how many of them there are.
Panama City Beach is known as one of the top dive destinations in Florida. Divers Den offers daily dive charters that can accommodate up to 13 divers. Our boat captain is U.S. Coast Guard certified and a PADI dive instructor. We have trained professionals who offer a variety of scuba certifications. Come see us at our 2 locations on Thomas Drive and Tyndall Parkway.
When you're looking for sales, parts, and service for your outboard, all in one location, you're looking for BJ's Marine, your authorized Tohatsu and Nissan dealer. BJ's Marine does it all. They have outboard parts and a service center and used motor sales too. Tohatsu, reliable, dependable, fuel efficient, and lightweight. Tohatsu Outboards, technology for the next generation. BJ's Marine, 1317 Transmitter Road since 1991.
Harold Milling Company, rough and tough dog food. Harold Milling Company builds it. They build hog feed. They build dairy feed. They make chicken feed. They have specialty feeds for rabbits. If you got a worm farm, grandmother used to have a worm farm. Look at the Harold Milling Company. You want to go down and get you, the dog's not running anymore. It's all over with. You want to get that 16% and drop down from the 26% protein. You don't want old Rover to get fat. Harold Milling Company, you can buy at almost any feed store in the Panama City area.
When you stop by Blue Water Outriggers, you will find everything for your outdoor adventure. Stock up on all your favorite brands and shop for some of the latest outdoor gear and accessories. You can also shop online and have your orders delivered straight to your home. Our flagship store is nestled right off of Highway 98 in the Port City Shopping Center, just steps away from the Port St. Joe Marina. You will love our selection, our prices, and our friendly service.
Now, can you imagine hearing those coyotes way out there by yourself, or real dark and all? They'll travel in packs, and they're real stealthy looking, and it's hard to find them, hard to see them. It's very rare you see them, and a lot of times they go in pairs, but most of the time they're going to hunt in packs, and that's exactly what happened. We were able to capture it on video. That's a good job, Tim, on that. Now let's take a look at this Mako we looked at yesterday. This is Gary Taylor's Mako. It is a nice lean fishing rig. It's a 200 horsepower. It's a 21-footer. 200 horsepower Evinrude, the steering throttle, you can see everything up top now. If you guys are serious about fishing for cobia, that is your ideal rig. Okay, here's another shot of it. That is really nice. Tenacity. You got okay, the key switch, everything's up top and everything. Here's a picture of it in the water. A great picture. Gary works at RV Connections. You may run by and see him there. Drive on aluminum trailer. And remember, the number is 596-4977. And Gary lives at Panama City Beach. 596-4977 for a 21-foot Mako, right in time for cobia season. And I was looking on Facebook last night. A lot of those guys are getting ready. They're getting some cobia reports down on the coast and all south of us. And really, they're catching a lot of cobia right now on the East Coast, but not a lot on the West Coast. Be interesting to follow. Sort of odd year as far as water temperature and all. All right. Now, let's talk about, this is the last weekend of regular hunting season, and I did a great job scheduling our quail hunt, our annual quail hunt. I'm leaving after lunch today with my buddies from Old Quincy High School, and we're going to meet right there north of Tallahassee, right across the Georgia state line, and about 7 or 8 of us have our annual quail hunt. And they let me schedule the date, and I scheduled it for the last weekend of hunting season. I thought I'd be tired of hunting by now, but I'm not. I wish I could get out in the woods and deer hunt one more weekend. But anyway, I have a quail hunt set up, and we'll have some video from that next week. I'm looking forward to seeing my buddies. Really, these guys who grew up with, and we still enjoy getting together, and I'm looking forward to it. But I know most of y'all will be in your last weekend of regular gun season. And remember, Monday muzzle loading starts. It runs about 10 days, so got a great time to still be in the woods. Okay? Now, if you get a chance, check your dates and all. We got spring gobbler season coming up and all. But the big thing I want to keep encouraging you, and this is just a lot of fun. This Florida Sportsman Show over here in Fort Walton Beach is next weekend, and it's been on my calendar for a long time. I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to have a booth set up, and we're going to talk about all kind of things at our booth. But on the seminar stages, they're going to just I got a list now of different things they're doing at a seminar. They could talk about how to fillet your fish. Captain Mark Nichols comes on at 11 o'clock. Mark Nichols is he founded DOA, and if you want me to introduce you to him, I've known him a long time, just a good guy. They're going to be buying, I got a note here from Doug Kelly. Now, they've got it's under new hands now. Doug Kelly was one of the original guys with Florida Sportsman. They had someone that had the show the last couple of years. Doug's taking the show back over. He was really one of the originators of putting these Florida Sportsman shows. So it's back in his hands now. Been in touch with him off and on. He's really got it set up. He's going to have some prizes set up for kids under 12 years old. You check the website if you have a computer. Check the website, Florida Sportsman Expo. It's a great hunting and learning experience. Deals on boats, tackle and gear, the free how to throw a cast net, how to fly fish, how to handle a kayak, all these things. But my experience over the years, the most fun I have is just going around and talking to different people, or people coming to the booth talking to us, and just sharing some stories and different things you're doing and all. That's just a lot of fun. So put this on your calendar next Saturday and next Sunday, the 25th and 26th of February. Great weekend to take care of this, okay? Now, with that being said, that's Florida Sportsman. We're going to go to one more good thing that's going to come up now. I got the dates last night. Talked to David Lovelace. Got the dates last night for this free spring gobbler hunt up there in western Kentucky. The dates for the year would be actually May. Let's see, here is April the 14th through May 6th. Cumberland River Lodge in western Kentucky, the spring turkey hunt. You can register. I've already got I had somebody enter last night. You can register on email, or I can give you my snail mail, but. Put turkey hunt on it, so I know you're registering for the turkey hunt. But anytime between April 14th and May 6th is the spring gobbler hunt up there in western Kentucky, okay? In fact, let me go ahead and Jeff, I'm going to go ahead and put my regular address in case people just want to mail a card or something and say, please enter me in the turkey hunt. We'll be doing it for the next couple of weeks, and then we'll have a drawing. I didn't even set the date for the drawing, but Winston Chester, you got an email there, but you put Winston Chester, 6726 Topher Boulevard, Southport, 32409. All right. Now, I got talking to folks at Tarpon Dock Seafood yesterday, and they wanted me to be sure and tell y'all that they do have some redfish for sale on occasion, but the redfish they're getting is not bought locally, and people just can't go out and catch redfish and sell it. This redfish is for sale in fish markets that you see. Has to have a tag on it. It is farm-raised redfish, okay? It's not redfish people caught in West Bay or East Bay or over there in Choctawhatchee Bay. It's farm-raised. It's legal to sell it, and it's got a tag on it. It's come in from out of town at a redfish farm, okay? So I want to make sure, talked to them yesterday, I want to make sure people knew that. Tarpon Dock Seafood, they're one of our great sponsors, good fresh seafood on a daily basis. Boats just come right up there. All right, let's get our drawing. The first drawing we're going to give away a jalapeno tuna dip. Really good stuff. Be drawing the first one. Second drawing will be a red snapper, okay? If you haven't entered, go ahead and enter. This right here, this pickle jar is good for all of our drawings all year, unless it's just a special thing like this turkey hunt. All right, now, the winner of the jalapeno tuna dip is Kenny Livingston, Panama City. Kenny Livingston, okay? Won that one. Then the red snapper. Stir them up really good. And the winner of the red snapper, let's get, all right, from Lynn Haven, Ron Melithan. Ron Melithan on Baywood Drive up there. Ron Melithan, okay, from Lynn Haven. You won the red snapper. It's a good weekend to have some red snapper, fresh red snapper from Tarpon Dock Seafood. All right, let's take care of this section. Had a lot of pictures and all, and a lot of stuff, a lot of announcements. So let's take our break. We'll come back with our famous Friday fishing forecast.
Sunrise to sunset. A walk through nature takes you on a journey of Florida's Emerald Coast. You'll encounter the wildlife, birds, lighthouses, indigenous to the beautiful land and seascapes of Florida. Set to the sounds of nature and enhanced with easy listening music. Only $14.95 plus $4.95 shipping and handling. NatureWalkDVD.com or send check or money order to the address on the screen. A walk through nature. Visually stunning.
What's more important in a side-by-side RTV? Is it speed and agility, or is it versatility and dependability? When getting out of the woods is more important than getting into the woods, there is only one name to remember: Kubota. With true commercial-grade construction in the chassis and drivetrain, Kubota gives you the dependability, power, and torque you need to get the job done. Kubota builds work tools, not play toys.
My name's Captain Rick Corley. I'm a SAMS accredited Marine Surveyor, NAM certified Marine Surveyor, and IAME certified Marine Investigator. Been surveying since 1969. Was taught by my father, who is the oldest, longest practicing Marine Surveyor in the world. We do all types of survey, commercial or pleasure. Steel, aluminum, fiberglass, wood, makes no difference. Give us a call at 850-527-5287 or visit us online. We'd appreciate your visits.
The greatest investment we can all make is in the lives of our children and grandchildren.
To help you invest for retirement, handle your IRA rollover, protect your family with life or long-term care insurance. Call my dad for an appointment at his new office on Wilson Avenue behind Lowe's. And he'll give you a copy of his most recent book, 7 Steps to Serious Money. For free! Walter Woodrick, your Serious Money Advisor!
Okay, welcome back on this Friday morning. Let's first take a look at Fort Tarpon Dock famous Friday fishing forecast. We've got to do express lanes, fish and game forecast. And we're looking at this morning from 8:17 to 10:17. It'll be an excellent time. And then later at night, 8:45 to 10:45, if you want to go out and listen to some coyotes, might be a good time to do that. Always, you know, a situation like we had, we were just in the right place at the right time. But you got to have your camera with you. You can tell people all you want to, but a lot of times when you have it on video, on film, or you know, show the pictures, it's just has a lot more clout to it. Okay. Now, Tarpon Dock Seafood, famous Friday fishing forecast. We're going to start. Let's start over there in St. Joe in Apalachicola Bay with Blair Morgan. Talked to him every Wednesday morning, and Blair was talking about the freshwater fishing. Really became really hot. What happened, you know, last week, if you remember watching those river readings, they went up high like 7 or 8 foot, then it dropped down. Well, what happened, it sort of got some fresh water moving through there, and then when it dropped down, those freshwater fishermen knew that after it started dropping, it would be some good fishing. So you got some fresh water coming in, you had water moving, more oxygen in it, and you know, had more bait and all. So it really turned those freshwater fish on. Brim and bass had some good reports. Now, redfish, Apalachicola Bay at Big Bayou over there behind St. Vincent Island really had some nice schools of redfish in it. In fact, they were so shallow, some of the guys couldn't even reach to them. They were like 6 inches of water. So redfishing really good back behind St. Vincent Island. Now, also in the Highland View Canal, I want to show you a picture of the Highland View Canal. Sunday afternoon, Bill Allen and Greg Brudnicki went Sunday after church. They were the only ones on the whole canal Sunday, which is unusual. The game warden checked them, and he was laughing about they were the only ones there. They couldn't believe the only ones fishing it, but they had a great time. This is a lot of times we talk about the St. Joe Canal or Highland View Canal. This is White City. You can put your boat in right here, come right down. That's called a T, and this is a canal through here. And okay, this goes into St. Joe Bay. Some people come on up through St. Joe Bay and fish in here, but they fish about 2/3 way down and had some really good luck. So that's where they caught their fish Sunday afternoon. They caught some nice trout and nice redfish. In fact, I showed you the picture there. Okay, Mexico Beach, Mitch Coleman sent this report in last night. Fresh report right at Mexico Beach Pier. Temperature is 63 to 64 degrees and 60 feet of water. On the beach now it's 60 degrees, so it's about 3 to 4 degrees warmer, a little bit farther off there. Now the good catches of flounder, I was a little surprised at this. Good catches of flounder near structure on fresh cut bait. So there's really good flounder fishing. I'd heard that from somebody else the other day too. Also, the black sea bass is still very good. They're making a living off this black sea bass. They're coming about this size right here. Really good eating, real easy to catch. So Mexico Beach has been doing well. Give Mitch Coleman a call. Now here locally, Panama City, we've had a steady string of good catches. The pier fishing, right before this weather came in, it was really good. They were catching pompano, they were catching whiting, they were catching Spanish. Not in large numbers, just a steady supply all week long. Bay fishing in East Bay and West Bay is really good. Now, this comes from guys that have been going this week. The squid, they caught some small squid, but the squid not really in yet, but they've caught some small squid. But getting back to the bay fishing, dock fishing has been really good. I got an excellent report yesterday from some guys that went out and fished the docks in Grand Lagoon. Now, we don't talk a lot about Grand Lagoon. That's the one by Captain Anderson's for you out-of-towners. Grand Lagoon, those docks in Grand Lagoon have been excellent. The kayakers have been making some really good catches fishing those docks. And even I heard of some flounder being caught on the other side of the bridge in a small part of Grand Lagoon, just letting it sink down close to that opening there. So also the docks up there in the northern part of the North Bay and the docks over there in East Bay. The dock fishing has been really good. Guys are making a living off the dock fishing right now. Shallow water, it's hard to shallow water fish as much as in wintertime because when these low tides and all, it really gets out. You don't have a lot of shallow water, but when the tide comes in, and we've had high afternoon tides, this week has been really good because of the afternoon tides. And like talking about Bill Allen, right there in the middle of the day, the tide was coming in. He was able to get up in an area where it normally couldn't get because it had some good wind and a good high tide, okay? Now, be sure and check the website. You get your fishing times all week. Go to panhandleoutdoors.net and get the fishing report and all these times, the fishing times, okay? Speaking of time, I've run out of it. Thank y'all for watching the show this week. Great to run into some of y'all in different places. And this weekend, I got some bad weather tomorrow, so be careful. And you do something good for somebody today. Have a great weekend, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.